there are nice jobs in Thailand. Online jobs are in Thailand. Young Kenyans who speak English and are good in IT, they see that there are many jobs in Thailand. Why don't we go? So, they go to the Thai embassy in Nairobi, they apply for a visa, tourist visa, and they get a visa. Some of them don't get, others get. Then they land in Thailand. When they come to Thailand, they are kidnapped by certain people who wait for them at the airport. And then they are driven at night across to Mesot, and then across the river to Myanmar. Once they cross the other side of the river, there are armed men in green fatigues waiting for them with guns. And they are taken into a cybercrime factory, a factory that they pretend is making clothes and other things. But inside those factories, they commit cyber crimes. They also trade in human organs, like the liver and the kidneys. They remove your kidneys and sell. That is human trafficking. The UNODC, United Nations Office for Drugs, estimates that the amount of money that crime cartels generate in Southeast Asia is about $280 billion. So it's a lucrative business, very attractive to people, cartels from China. By next year, the UNODC estimates that they will be making profits close to 350 billion next year. So we have scam centers in Myanmar and in Laos, in the Golden Triangle. Now there's something that we all need to know. Crime thrives in an area where there is no law and order. Do you agree with me? Where there is no law and order, crime will thrive. Where there are no policemen, crime will thrive. We all know that there is civil war in Myanmar. So there are certain areas in Myanmar that rebels are in control. There is no government control. And the rebels need money to buy the guns to fight the government. Where do they get money? They get money from crime proceeds. They protect the crime cartels, so that they are paid some money to buy their weapons and other things. So where there is no government, crime rates will go up. And that is why we have many cases of human trafficking in Myanmar. In the Golden Triangle in Lao PDR, this is a huge area that was leased out under something called SEZ, Special Economic Zone, where investors from China came and leased out the land for 99 years to build factories, to produce products. But in the process, while this is legitimate, in the process, crime cartels have also taken advantage and come there to do human trafficking. I don't know if my friends, you have had a chance to show your film or to speak about some of the Thai people who have been victims of human trafficking. Some time back, maybe they will speak about it. Kidnappers, human traffickers were kidnapping young Thai people in the villages and transporting them all the way to the sea, in the Indonesian Sea, to work as fishing slaves. Some have even disappeared, they have never been able to come back. And when you work in the slave ships, they don't pay you. If you don't bring the fish, they can even cut off your head or throw you into the sea. It's a terrible thing. So we have such victims in the sea. Next slide. I'll try to go faster. So how does cybercrime, or rather human trafficking, happen? The modern one of today. Apart from the one that they kidnap people in the village, they take you using pickups, they put you in a boat and you go into the sea. How does it happen in modern day? First of all, we have the recruitment process. So they advertise jobs online and you apply for the job. And when you go where the job is, it is totally something different. It's not the job that you applied for. And once you're there, you become their slave. One day, on a Sunday, I was sitting in my house. Then I received a video call from a Kenyan who was crying. And he was being beaten with an electric whip by what they call the boss in Myanmar. And he was screaming and crying, an adult screaming and crying as he was being whipped and beaten. And then the crime boss talked to me and said, aha, so you are the ambassador of Kenya and you want to rescue your people. If you want me to release my slaves, you give me $12,000. Why? I asked him why. He said, because he is my slave. I bought him. How much did you buy him? 45,000 RMB, or Chinese money. So this Chinese boss bought these slaves from Kenya through online advertisement of jobs. And he paid 45,000 RMB to his agent in Kenya, who then recruited the victims in Kenya, went to the embassy of Thailand, got the visa, they got on the plane, they landed in Suvarnabhumi, and after that they were kidnapped and taken to Myanmar. So he told me, he is my slave. If you want me to release him, give me back my money. As he was being beaten, the cartel boss told me, I am giving you 3 days to raise the $12,000. If not, I will send you the body parts